We look at successful people and assume they got a lucky break. We tell ourselves that one day the perfect opportunity will arrive, or lightning will strike, and we will finally feel motivated to start our work. But the playing field has a strict baseline. Every single human being, regardless of their wealth or status, is handed the exact same 24 hours every morning. Waiting for the perfect mood to use those hours guarantees you will stay exactly where you are. Motivation is an unreliable emotion. It abandons you the moment you feel tired or the moment you face rejection. Greatness is a mathematical output. It is built brick by boring brick, determined entirely by the daily inputs you control. Look at this chart. It visualizes the mathematical concept of compounding interest applied directly to human behavior. It tracks improving by a microscopic 1% every day. Compounded for a full year, the math dictates you end up almost 37 times better. Achieving your destiny is not a mystical process. It is a cold, logical algorithm driven entirely by consistency. Thomas Edison tested 10,000 different materials before he produced a working light bulb. He did not suffer a 10,000-day streak of bad luck. His success was the calculated byproduct of a deliberate system. He maintained a daily habit of waking up and refusing to quit. Walt Disney faced multiple bankruptcies and was repeatedly told he lacked imagination. He built an empire because he maintained a routine of sketching and pitching, regardless of the rejection he absorbed that week. The public viewed Michael Jordan as a physical genius. His actual advantage was a hidden, relentless practice schedule, executed long after the team went home. Across different fields, historical achievement relies on a single common denominator, a system of daily execution that outlasts failure. The relentless persistence shown by Edison or Jordan does more than produce a result. The sheer frequency of these actions begins to alter how the mind perceives itself. Consistent repetition anchors behavior into your personality. Steve Jobs used a specific morning mirror test to force psychological alignment between his daily actions and his broader vision. Every morning, he asked himself, "If today were my last day, would I be someone who relies on willpower?" And you become someone whose identity demands action. Every time you start a routine, you hit a friction point. This is the specific moment of mental and physical fatigue where your brain begs you to skip a day. This chart shows the statistical reality of that barrier. It deflects 95% of people back into their comfort zones. But that friction point is the doorway the remaining 5% use to escape mediocrity. Pushing past that fatigue completes the day's work, while simultaneously building a permanent mental muscle that separates the average from the elite. Look at your current reality. Your wealth, your health, your status, they are all lagging indicators. They are delayed reflections of the habits you maintained months or years ago. Because of this delay, your future is being actively calculated right now. The micro decisions you make today are writing the exact code for where you will stand next year. Complaining about your present circumstances wastes energy on past inputs you cannot change. Taking absolute control over your daily actions commands the future. Control over your destiny begins the exact moment you accept full responsibility for your repetitive routines. You activate this system through immediate micro decisions. You win the first hour. You say no to distractions. You reflect 10 minutes nightly. You execute these routines in total silence. There is no applause, there are no social media likes, and there is no external validation. Doing the work when no one is watching proves your system is unstoppable. Every time you complete a positive habit, you are casting a psychological vote for the exact person you intend to become. Your history is written through the quiet, mathematical act of choosing discipline over comfort every single morning.